Hi guys! Owning a car has never been more expensive than it is now. Customs, duties on cars and components, and rising fuel prices all impact the cost of operating a car. Moreover, giving up a car is virtually impossible. It has become deeply ingrained in people's lives. This is what the government and the automakers they control are taking advantage of. The trend in the auto industry is towards smaller dimensions, lower operating costs, and prioritizing lower-priced vehicles. Chinese manufacturers are embracing this trend. Today, we'll talk about a crossover that meets all these criteria 100%. Meet the BYD Atto 2 PHEV, a smart electric hybrid crossover that could be perfect for Canadian roads, Canadian winters, and Canadian wallets. Canada's EV market is changing fast. With growing pressure to reduce emissions and make EVs more affordable, the government has started easing trade barriers for Chinese electrified vehicles, especially plug-in hybrids. That's huge, because PHEVs solve one big Canadian problem: range anxiety in cold weather. And BYD knows exactly how to play this game. The BYD Atto 2 PHEV is a compact crossover that combines a fully electric driving mode for city trips and a gasoline engine for long distances and winter reliability. In daily use, you can drive mostly electric but still refuel anywhere in Canada when you need to. No charging stress, no winter panic. Here's where it gets interesting. Electric-only range, perfect for daily commuting. BYD's proven blade battery technology safer and more durable in cold climates. Strong fuel efficiency for highway trips. Spacious interior for families and gear. Modern infotainment, driver assist, and clean design. This is not a cheap car, it's a smart one. Now let's talk about the part that really makes people stop scrolling: the price. In global markets, the BYD Atto 2 PHEV is expected to start at around $25,000 to $28,000 USD, depending on the trim and battery size. Let that sink in for a moment. In Canada, most electrified crossovers, especially plug-in hybrids, start well above $35,000 USD equivalent and often push past $40,000 once options are added. BYD is playing a completely different game. Even after import costs and local adjustments, the Atto 2 PHEV could arrive in Canada as one of the most affordable plug-in hybrid crossovers on the market. And here's the smart part. Because it's a PHEV, Canadian buyers could still qualify for federal and provincial EV incentives, lower insurance and operating costs, massive fuel savings over time. That means the real cost of ownership could be far lower than the sticker price suggests. And when you compare it to competitors like Toyota RAV4 Prime, Mitsubishi Outlander PHEV, Ford Escape PHEV, the price gap becomes almost uncomfortable. Those vehicles often cost $10,000 to $15,000 more, without offering dramatically better performance or technology. This is where BYD becomes dangerous. They're not trying to win on luxury. They're winning on value, efficiency, and real-world usability. For many Canadian families, this could be the first electrified vehicle that actually feels financially realistic, not just environmentally responsible. And that's why this price isn't just surprising, it's disruptive. Canada is not an easy place for electric vehicles. Long distances, cold winters, rural highways, unpredictable weather. What works perfectly in California doesn't always work north of Toronto, and BYD clearly understands that. This is where the Atto 2 PHEV starts to make a lot of sense. First, cold weather. Pure electric vehicles can lose 20–40% of their range in winter. That's a fact Canadian drivers know all too well. With the Atto 2 PHEV, that problem almost disappears. You can drive electric in the city, even in winter, but when the temperature drops or the battery drains, the gasoline engine quietly takes over. No stress, no waiting for chargers in freezing temperatures. Second, Canada's geography. Many Canadians regularly drive long distances, between cities, to cottages, through rural areas with limited charging infrastructure. A plug-in hybrid fits this lifestyle perfectly. Charge at home overnight, drive electric during the week, use gas for long trips on the weekend. It's flexibility, not compromise. Third, infrastructure reality. While Canada is investing in EV charging, it's still uneven. Urban areas are improving fast. Rural and northern regions are not. The Atto 2 PHEV doesn't force you to depend on public chargers. If the charger is available, great. If it's not, you keep driving. Fourth, cost of ownership. Electric driving means lower fuel costs, reduced wear on brakes, fewer emissions in daily use. But unlike full EVs, you're not paying a premium for massive batteries you rarely use. It's a smarter balance. Finally, peace of mind. For many Canadians, this would be their first step into electrification without fear, without lifestyle changes, and without range anxiety. The Atto 2 PHEV doesn't ask you to adapt to the car adapts to Canada. So here's where things get really interesting. The BYD Atto 2 PHEV isn't just another new car. It's a signal that the global auto industry is changing faster than most people expected. For years, North American buyers were told the future of cars would be expensive, fully electric, and built mostly by familiar brands. But what if the real future looks different? What if it's more affordable, more practical, and coming from places the industry once underestimated? Chinese automakers like BYD aren't experimenting anymore. They're scaling, they're refining, and they're pricing their vehicles aggressively. If cars like the Atto 2 PHEV arrive in Canada with competitive pricing, solid quality, and real-world usability, it forces every other brand to respond. Tesla, Toyota, Ford, Volkswagen, no one gets to stand still. And for Canadian consumers, that could be a win. More choice, better prices, faster innovation. So the real question isn't just whether the BYD Atto 2 PHEV succeeds in Canada. The real question is, are we about to witness the beginning of a major shift in what Canadians drive and who builds their cars? Because if this works, this won't be the last Chinese electrified vehicle to cross the border. It will be the first.